So Tim Pool decided to go after the quartering, and he doubled down on the Eliza Bleu stuff on a video somebody uploaded to YouTube. This stuff is glorious, too. I'm not going to show everything from it. Going to give you some wonderful highlights. But yeah, this, it is magical. And fun times? Oh yeah, fun times indeed. Hey there, by the way, let's just get right into it.
You know, just to lightly mention the Eliza Bleu stuff, I think she's a grifter. Like, she says she wants to be famous. She clearly wants to be famous. Mm-hmm. And she's found that being an advocate against trafficking is a path towards being famous. So I'm kind of like, look, man, she's not that famous. I don't really care that much. She's not going to change policy. She's not going to have a big impact. There's no reason to give people like this attention. But if she's advocating against child porn and human trafficking, it's like, okay, well, you know, whatever.
Maybe she should get famous if she's pushing for that.
Yeah, that's misrepresentation. This person told us they didn't even know what was going on, by the way, yesterday. Now I guess they know because it's after hours. But no, it's not about advocacy and fame. It's about fame taken from people that you're supposed to be advocating for. You know, that other label, survivor, which it looks like she took away. And that doesn't even scratch the surface. The bannings, all of the other insanity too. But that's going to be left out of this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you don't have to like her.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
The message is strong.
I think you can't get, I mean, you can be mad at whatever you want, but like being mad at her for wanting to be famous, like being mad at all the teenage girls who want to grow up and be influencers, right? Like the desire for fame and having an individual platform is very common. And I think before that, being famous in a, you know, on stage or performing or touring, whatever, was also common. But now you can be famous from your living room, having never left your house, you know?
The reason why I think it's right. I'll tell you this. I know it's an op.
He knows it's an op, by the way. Why? Because, yeah, this kind of stuff right here, he didn't watch it happen. I guess it didn't matter to him. He didn't take part. Therefore, it's just an op, bro.
There may be a lot of people who are tricked by it and that they think it's a genuine cultural movement. But, like, there's literally no reason to be this angry over a low-tier personality who's just trying to be famous.
You know, it wasn't that. It was the bannings. It was the fact that Twitter, the place that promised free speech, they went to bat over and over again, even talked about litigation and more. Dozens of people fail. Free speech advocates, they put a little tape over that mouth, didn't they?
That's what threw me at first. I was like, people were bringing up all this stuff about her. I'm like, you've researched this girl this much from like her MySpace days?
It's like more than Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah, it's
like,
crazy.
People got mad at Trump, but like the levels of hate and I'm like,
yeah,
it's an op. The goal is to get a mob riled up, talk about it, make her famous.
Mm-hmm. I take a little different approach. I think what Jeremy is basically the ringleader of the drama because he got banned on Twitter and feels like it was unjust.
That's part of the op, bro.
Right.
That's part of the op, bro. Yeah. It's when people are asking why, when people are left to their own devices to answer something that just keeps happening for weeks. You find out a lot about the person doing it. I mean, again, organically, but Tim wasn't there, so of course it's all an op.
He's being manipulated in a sense. He also has said on his Twitter openly, like, don't rag on Tim. Like, Tim's my friend. Like, you guys are crazy.
He'll say that. I don't follow him at all. He keeps coming up in my.
He's not my friend.
Boomer. I can't figure out. And then he'll be like, "Well, Tim didn't do this thing I wanted." Like, it's just like I don't want to interact with this person.
And here's what he did, and this is why all of his fans are mad. We booked him twice. He canceled on us twice. The second time he canceled on us at the exact last minute, and we didn't know, and we had to find someone else. Fortunately, we had Matt Strickland on, and he was great. And then that night he was supposed to be on, he went on a different show and criticized me for not talking about it.
Wow, dude.
He sent me a message at 2 a.m, which came off as a veiled threat.
Now, I want you to listen to this, and you tell me. I've seen this posted, by the way. The Quartering actually posted this thing, but listen to what he says here.
I will try and quote it verbatim what he said. I know our audiences want a war, but I don't. Please tell me your guy is taking her to task.
Wow.
And I just said, I'm done with this.
So that's a threat. Hey, our audiences, they want a war. I don't want that. But hey, you know, hopefully your dude. I mean, it's going to take them to task, right? This isn't going to be a puff piece. Yeah, that's a threat. It doesn't sound like much of a threat. If that's a threat, oh man, some of the emails I get, boy. Ooh.
So he's telling you to do what he wants, basically.
Well,
just telling you to kowtow.
The context there is beyond what he said. My understanding, and I don't know if Shane probably doesn't want me to say this, but messages had been received basically threatening us that if we did not write a negative story about her, we would regret it. And then a couple hours later, Jeremy sends me that message, and I just said, I'm not playing these fucking games, dude.
Yeah.
And I just blocked him.
So he blamed him essentially for messages that just came in randomly, where they saw Eliza Bleu put up pictures talking about Shane Cashman. On top of that, she went to bat for him, defending him, which you knew that looks like a puff piece. It looks like a puff piece too, but hey, it was the quartering's fault. Now here comes the real reason.
Oh yeah.
And people are like, but why did Tim block him? Well, I don't know. Maybe it was because he made YouTube thumbnails of my face with Jack Murphy's beard, shit talked to me while saying, but Tim's my friend. But he really is not going to address this. Maybe it's because he told us he would come on this show and we planned for it. And then he canceled on us, and I said, okay, well, these things happen. That night, while we were live, he went on a different show and said, Tim Pool I'll give him one more day to talk about this.
But he was scared of traveling.
Yeah.
So they make fun of, I thought he was scared of traveling. You see that? I tell you, it's just below the surface there. You can tell. And everybody that's right there, they just go along with him. They're like, yeah, I'm going to throw in. That's the narrative today.
So it's like, don't cancel on me and then get mad at me that I didn't talk about it the night you were supposed to be here to talk about it. And then don't message me saying, look, he said, these people got to understand. I know our audiences want a war, but I don't. Please tell me your guy is taking her to task. It's about as close to verbatim as I can get. My audience wants a war? My audience doesn't care about this e-girl stuff. No, it's Jeremy who won't stop saying my name and using my name to make videos.
So he feels that they have no crossover audience, first of all, which is amazing. I mean, the ego that comes through this. He doesn't think that his audience, they would want to know about this too. I mean, this thing has been going on for weeks. Dozens of people have fallen on it. But yeah, I mean, it's all the quartering.
And to get attention, he does this thing where, like, if something minor happens to me, he'll make a headline like that's outrageously nonsensical. Like, I'll do a kickflip and he'll write, Tim Pool does the craziest record-breaking trick ever done. It's things like that. And I'm just like, I'm done playing these games, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I
right?
gotta be honest. I told everybody, I was like, I blocked him because I don't want to be involved. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm done doing this. And I couldn't help it. Here I am.
I don't want to associate Jeremy with Eliza or Jack Murphy or you. You guys are
So they go into Jack Murphy from here. That's going to be fun.
also different.
Why was Jeremy so obsessed with Jack Murphy?
I don't know. I think he felt personally wronged because he probably believed Jack was like the alpha male, and then Jack, the way he handled the exposure of the past porn stuff was like, felt like a less than alpha response. And Jeremy was like, I had faith in this guy, and this guy even got through past me.
The dude was on this show. They tell you 17 times, by the way. The guy, he brought a lot of money from people, a lot because of that. And he wasn't real. I mean, that's why people had a problem when people kept finding out the components there. But again, two people have been brought up, people they've just flagrantly ignored. It's amazing they brought all of this up at once.
I'll just tell you,
I don't know.
the amount of hatred and attacks that came against Jack Murphy were at a higher degree than anyone ever went after Trump. And
Again, the orange man comes up.
so that to me was just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, Jack Murphy, was just some dude who was on the show out
Was
of
it only Fridays?
No, it was every other Wednesday for 7 months.
It was not a lot. Yeah.
He was on the show 17 times, I believe. And then Jeremy goes on a show when he was supposed to be on our show to smack talk us, and then claims he's my friend. Then he makes a video with my face with Jack Murphy's beard and continually talks smack, and then says he's my friend. And people are like, Tim, why aren't you friends with Jeremy? This guy's not my friend.
Did you see
this guy's been shitting all over me nonstop, and I ignore it.
The picture of Jack Murphy's beard as your hat.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
see that one?
yeah, whatever. You know what I'll do? I'll just play like A, C, D, F, A minor, C, D, F, and I'll just talk.
Spoken word.
Jeremy Hambley made a video where he was shit-talking me and he claimed he was my friend. Then he told everyone, don't go to Tim's website and cancel your membership. I still think he's my friend. Here's a picture of him with Jack Murphy's beard. Like, oh, okay, dude, real good friend move there.
Well, if Jack Murphy isn't a problem, though, what do you care if you have Jack Murphy's beard on? So you see that he's a problem, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that he had like been on another program while he was saying he was supposed to be on our program.
I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty
amazing.
sure the day he was supposed to be here, he did a show with like I think Chrissy Mayer and like Brittany Venti.
So he threw two people under the bus there. Hey, these other two creators, I think that's who it was. I could be wrong, but hey, maybe I am not.
But Jeremy makes so much of his content off of just doing drama stuff. And I got no issue. TMZ does their thing. I'll cite them. Jeremy does his thing. Sometimes it's very, very important. But
Tim does his thing, too. He gets into the drama as well. He just doesn't want to admit it.
for Jeremy to like try and insult me consistently over and over again and then be shocked that I'd block him is just laughable.
Yeah.
I don't follow him, but Twitter keeps like putting him in my newsfeed, and I'm such a
Right.
boomer. I don't know how to get rid of it. But it'll be like one tweet being like, "Can't believe they would do this." The next one's like, "No, guys, Tim and I are cool." And the next one's mad at you. Like at a certain point, it must just be exhausting to follow this person. Yes.
It's just like, dude, I'll say it again. I think he has like 2 different thumbnails of me with Jack Murphy's beard. And Brittany Venti did the same thing. Like, not the same thing. Brittany Venti posts like Jack Murphy beards.
Now, there's more of this on YouTube, too. You could check that out. You know, there's songs, all kinds of stuff, talks about Jack Murphy and on. But yeah, going to end that here. Appreciate you. Let me know what you think about this. Thanks for being here. Share it everywhere. Thank you.